Throughout the years, Africa, the cradle of humanity, has left stories of lion kings that, although no longer living, are still famous to this day. Their names have been immortalized in places like Botswana, Sabi Sand, Kruger, Manyeleti, etc. Names like Blondie, Sizanani, Mr. T, Makhulu, Tyson, Ntwadumela are known to any feline lover who also knows the legacy they left behind. Obviously, the generations of lions will continue for thousands of years. Lions will come even stronger than the ones we knew. If we talk about today, we have to mention one of the most powerful and biggest lions of Savuti, loved and respected by many people. We're talking about the living legend, King Sekekama. Sekekama, considered the largest lion in Savuti and one of the largest in Botswana, the undisputed king of the swamp. Before starting, don't forget to subscribe and like to encourage us. This lion was born in 2007. The birth of a lion cub might seem like just another fleeting moment, but for Sekekama, it marked the beginning of an epic saga that would later see him crowned as one of the most powerful lions on the continent. Sekekama's birth wasn't marked by fanfare like most lion cubs. He came into this world, blind, vulnerable, and utterly dependent on his mother. The first few weeks of his life were spent in the safe confines of a secluded den, shielded from the prying eyes of predators and the scorching African sun. The den, often a repurposed burrow or a sheltered thicket, was his entire world during this period. Nursing from his mother, Sekekama began to gather strength with each passing day. His eyesight improved, his limbs grew sturdier, and the characteristic playful nature of lion cubs started to manifest. However, the world outside the den was not as forgiving. The savannah is a place of stark contrasts, and the line between life and death is often razor-thin every time he ventured out even just a few steps beyond the den's entrance. Danger lurked. Hyenas, leopards, and even eagles posed significant threats to the young cub. One of the most significant challenges during Sekekama's cubhood was undoubtedly the complex dynamics of lion pride politics. Male lions not related to the cubs often see young male offspring as threats to their future dominance. They might kill cubs to bring the lioness into estrus and sire their own offspring. The tales of the savannah are rife with instances of such brutal infanticide. Thus, C's very existence in those initial months was a delicate balance, often relying on the protection of his mother and the older lionesses of the pride. As Sekekama grew, his natural instincts and the teachings of his mother combined to equip him with the essential survival techniques. Although rudimentary at this stage were practiced with his siblings, they would often be seen play-fighting, mimicking the adult lion's actions, chasing each other, or pouncing on imaginary prey. These playful bouts, though seemingly innocent, were instrumental in honing the skills he would later require as the ruler of his territory. Yet life wasn't just about learning and survival. Sekekama's early years were also filled with moments of joy and discovery. The vast African plains, the herds of wildebeest and zebras, the birds that soared overhead, and the myriad of scents that wafted with the wind were all sources of wonder for the young cub. His curiosity often got the better of him, leading him on many adventures, sometimes much to the chagrin of his watchful mother. Diseases, too, posed a threat, from parasites like ticks to more severe ailments like feline immunodeficiency virus. The challenges seemed unending, yet with the care of his mother and the collective vigilance of the pride, Sakik navigated through these obstacles, each hurdle only adding to his growing resilience. Ascension to dominance, the African savannah, with its breathtaking beauty and unforgiving laws of nature, demands strength, cunning, and resilience from those who wish to rule it. As Sekekama ventured into his adolescent years, it was evident that he possessed these traits in abundance. The playful cub who once danced under the African sun was now evolving every sinew and muscle of his body, preparing him for the challenges that lay ahead. Often young male lions are pushed to the peripheries of their natal pride as they approach maturity. This is a rite of passage, a necessary journey into the unknown filled with dangers and uncertainties. Sekekama was no exception. Together with other young males of similar age, sometimes including his own siblings, he began to form a coalition. Such coalitions are a survival strategy, increasing the chances of taking over a pride and ensuring genetic dominance in the brutal world of the savannah. The initial days outside the comfort of his natal pride were tough. Sekekama and his coalition partners had to hunt for themselves, often settling for smaller prey. They faced challenges not just from nature, but also from other lions' territories were marked. And any infringement could lead to fierce battles. Every scar Sekekama earned during these skirmishes told a tale of survival, a testament to his growing strength and resilience, and sometimes brutal force. The reigning males, protective of their lineage and status, would not cede ground easily, but Sekekama, with fire in his eyes and the might of his coalition, was ready for the challenge. The roars of dominance, a prelude to the intense confrontations, echoed across the plains, announcing to all the intentions of the contenders. These battles, fierce and unyielding, were not just about physical strength. They were also a game of endurance, willpower, and mental fortitude. Sekekama, having honed his skills and built his stamina during his nomadic phase, was a force to be reckoned with, known worldwide for the documentaries Savage Kingdom and Sekekama, the Colossal King. The adjectives used by Nat Geo towards this lion are colossal, brave, and protectionist. Sekekama and his brother Tornnose were born in 2007. They had 3 older brothers born between 2005 and 2006, being in total 5 males. Sekekama, along with his brother and coalition partner Tornnose, arrived from the Salinda Reserve. From there, nobody imagined that Sekekama would be the pride of the swamp and would reign for so long, becoming famous in the lion community. A large, imposing, and powerful lion, he fought with several lions, expert in hunting buffalo, even hunted elephants with his herd. He was engaged in fights against 2 lions and emerged victorious and dominant of the herd of the swamp. He had several sons, so his legacy will continue. Currently, 3 of his sons are already adults, being great kings, and hopefully they will be as good as their father. These 3 sons formed a coalition known as the 3 Rebels of the Savage Kingdom, and is formed by Sekekama, Pretty Boy, and Blondie. Sekekama kept his sons in the pride until their sexual maturity, but the hunger for dominance of these 3, especially of Sekekama, the most rebellious of them, caused their father to finally expel them. These brothers became nomads until they gained the maturity and strength to rule. Let's hope that Sekekama lives for a while longer and continues to make history. And if he dies, let him die as a true Lion King, either because of fights and confrontations with other lions or because of his advanced age. This king has already guided and protected his sons, who are now adults, defended his prides, leaving his history and legacy in the great African continent. Once again, Africa gives us a great and excellent lion. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button below. That way, you'll be notified every time I upload new content. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive notifications. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.